Hello there, singing friends. Welcome back to my channel. It is your friendly neighborhood singing coach, Michal. Today I'm going to be doing a reaction request from Lores, and they asked that I react to Ofra Haza. This is a double header, and the first song that we're going to be looking at is called Galbi. So I wanted to read you the words first, and it is my heart. The gates of heaven are open to my tears. The gates of heaven are open to my tears. God be merciful to me. God be merciful to me. And this ache in my heart, and this ache in my heart, how can I win you, love? How can I win you, love? Do you even know I exist? How will I find your love-laced path? My heart desires only freedom. No one can make me love another. If only my love knew my suffering and came to my side. Who is the cause of this incredible pain? Who is the one that knows nothing of my existence? And this is from HebrewSongs.com, and there's a translator's comment at the bottom, and it says, Galbi means my heart. This song was written 30 years ago by Yemenite poet and singer Aharon Amram, and is one of the most popular street songs. My heart loves freedom, don't stop me from being free. These are the words of a young woman who is trying to get her love to reciprocate her feelings for him. He isn't even aware of her existence. Taken from Ofra Haza's Yemenite Songs booklet. So I think these lyrics are incredibly powerful, and I just love how poetic they are. I really love how, I don't know which part of the chorus, I'm assuming it's the first stanza, and I love how each line is repeated twice, for extra emphasis. And I'm really curious about how she's going to sing the lines, if she's going to really differentiate them. And I think it's a pretty universal feeling to love someone who doesn't even know that you exist. But I just love how elevated the poetry is, that prayer, God be merciful on me, and that feeling of wanting to be free from your desires, because in a way that they do enchain you and enslave you. All right, so let's listen to this one. And this was recorded live in Switzerland in 1990. Okay, so here we go. Ofra Haza, Galbi.
Thank you very much. Galbi means my heart. My heart loves freedom. Don't stop me from being free. يحب الهوى لا تمنعوا مني من فين طريق المحبة لداخل قلبه قلبي يحب الهوى لا تمنعوا مني قلبي يحب الهوى لا تمنعوا مني ما حد بغيرك شبيه الكاس والسنين ما حد بغيرك شبيه
Gonna pause it there for a moment. I hate to stop it. So first of all, this is so fun, like just the energy of it makes you want to get up and dance. I think this really stands the test of time. This was recorded in 1990, and I would listen to this today. I think it sounds great. I love the instrumentation, and I just love the rhythms too, you know? And you can see that she herself has almost made herself into like a rhythm instrument, right? She's wearing all of these almost like belly dancer kind of accoutrements that have the coins on them that clink, and she's got those anklets around her ankles, and she's dancing in the beginning. And she really is very acrobatic and rhythmic with all of her ornaments. You know, this is not a simple melody to sing. It's very, very ornamented. It has many notes, many twists and turns, right? And she just executes them so beautifully. She has such a great control over her voice, and she's so precise and exacting and musical, and it's just beautiful and lovely. So I'm really enjoying it so far. She's just one of the greatest artists of all time. I love her so much. Going to pause it there for a moment since we got interrupted anyway by the ad on YouTube. I just want to say that was a great drum solo, and again it makes me think of like belly dancing, because they do have dances set to drum solos, you know, and she's dancing and she's just so full of life and such a really mesmerizing and entertaining performer. This performance was in 1990, as I mentioned, so I would have been 10 at the time. I wish that I had been there. It's just so cool, you know? It's like the band is so great. So I guess now we're gonna hear a bass solo. very, very cool. So extended drum solo there. We had the great bass solo. Gonna have to look up who the musicians were because they're all amazing. The rhythm section is absolutely wonderful. Really, really impressive. I loved the crowd participation. I loved the accelerando where it was getting faster and faster and faster, right? And you can see she's really getting like a cardio workout dancing the whole time, right? So it's not easy to do that. And now the whole band is coming back in for the reprise here. So let's listen to the end of the song here. All right, I'm sorry to stop it. I just don't want to let it play too long because I don't want YouTube to block this video for having too large of a chunk without any edits. So I love the way that she's playing so nicely with the other instrumentalists. You know, the keyboard will play something and then she'll respond. It's like a call and response. I really love how she has like some of the repeated figures and how improvisatory the whole thing feels. Everybody in the band is really, really great. And this sounds like the extended jazz exploration that they're doing at the Gatreaux Jazz Festival. And it's just such a pleasure to hear such consummate professionals playing around with the melody of the song and improvising and being so comfortable that they can create all of these beautiful things on the fly and interact with each other so naturally. I think that's just a beautiful thing. And her voice is so sweet and so clear, and yet she also has a lot of power. So I'm just continually amazed by her artistry and by her technique, and of course by her natural talent.
Galbi, Galbi, Galbi,
Wow, that was incredible. I loved the way the band and Ofra all sang that riff at the end in unison to end it, you know, because before they were all kind of like taking turns and improvising and doing different solos and then doing the call and response thing. So it was very powerful to have them all end together like that. I just want to look up this performance. This is a medley, I guess, of 3 songs. It's a medley of Galbi, Wen Esalam, and Ayoomi. I thought it was going to be 2 separate songs, but I guess it's all together. And the players' names are Eric Person on flute and saxophone, Haim Cotton on keyboards, Tsor Ben Zev on electric bass, Jim Musson on drums, and Daniel Sadownik on congas, bongos, timbales, and percussion. Okay, so Eric Person, I guess, was playing along with her. It didn't sound like he was playing like a saxophone. What was that instrument that he was playing? It sounded more like an oboe to me, but I know it wasn't. I'm not used to a saxophone looking like that. And the tone almost sounded more like an oboe to me, but I don't know all of the orchestral instruments. But I thought he did an amazing job. And it was really It almost sounded like a human voice at times because it was like so nuanced, especially when he was going back and forth with Ofra and they were doing like similar melodies and figures, you know, that was really, really cool to hear. All right, so let's look up the lyrics to the other songs. Okay, so this says, according to the internet, I hope this is correct, the lyrics you're looking for, Ayoomi, are actually from Ofra Haza's famous song Adama, the earth, which starts with Adama ani kashuva lekolach. Earth, I am attentive to your voice, and praises Mother Earth, asking her to strengthen and teach humanity. The main lyrics describe a deep connection to the land with lines like, behold, I came from you, from your bosom earth, and from you and to you, mother of all life, strengthen me, highlighting themes of origin, comfort, and life. Also very, very beautiful. Also a prayer, right? Very, very nice. Okay. And then we have Wen Esalam. So let's look up that one. Ya Habibi Wen Asalam. Guli Kalam. Maybe that's the same song, I'm not sure. But I did think that it was interesting that she was singing in Arabic. And I'm not sure if there was Hebrew in there as well, but I thought it was really, really beautiful and obviously sounded very Arabic, you know, sounded very Middle Eastern. And I just loved her motions with the wrists, right? They were very belly dancer-like, and I loved the musicians were all incredible, and just how playful they were with each other and how improvisational and how you were never bored. I don't know how long that song was. I think it was like 14 minutes or something. But it was so dynamic and so interesting that not for a moment was I bored. It made me want to get up and dance. So I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. And as always, I'm a huge fan of Ofra. She just really brings me a lot of joy when I listen to her. So thank you for the recommendation, Loris, and I hope that you enjoyed my reaction. I'll see you guys here next time. And until then, of course, take care and happy singing. Bye.